Welcome again. Another day. Well, no, maybe not welcome. Analysis for today. What have I done? What was I looking at? And we'll just look at it quickly. So on the 1 hour, sorry, just looking for the. Okay, we'll come back here. On the 1 hour, so what was I looking at before we come to this? When I came to the charts, I was like, I came just about an hour before um, just around at 7:30 Chicago time, and I was like, okay, what was I saying? On the 1 hour, there was this bearish expansion. Let's turn this guys off for a minute. So there was this bearish expansion we made overnight. We had this OB, 1 hour OB. We'd already taken this, so on the 1 hour, I was bullish. I didn't like the fact that we had this, this gap above us, but that was just it. So what would I have done if I was trading in the afternoon or during this session? Seeing a trade here that out on the 5 minutes, but we accept it. It's life. So this was on the 5 minutes. If I was in M5 H1, this was the candle. It was the lowest candle that took out this. Maybe this guy then. Either which or both of them, you can go for the lowest one. It came back, price came back to it at 3 a.m. So that'll be 4 a.m. at if you have to, for those who use you use New York time, that would be ONS for them, but for me it's not. It counts back to it, goes up to the top of, but where was the target? This M5 was it? Why was I targeting this? Okay, maybe if you go to a different feed, I would know why. But even here, because if you're in the 5 minutes, this was the last expansion. So if you're in 5 minutes, last expansion, that confirmed it. It needs an OB. OB close above it, then close here. So you're looking at this. If you are wrong stuff, and this, and it eats there, and on this side you'll have been saying, okay, bullish expansion, we close above this, we've closed here, the candle that this is the OB, because we already confirmed this side, you'll be looking at this. Once, if you close below that, you will be losing. You would not want that. You will not want this to close for this expansion. So actually I'm jumping the gun. So that was how you have entered. So what if you we usually start from H1 if you took H1 trades alone. So for the H1 trade, that was this. On the H1, this already confirmed direction, because for H1 we already had a 2-bar close there. So we're coming back here, we see this, you're buying this, of course your stop is higher. This does not take you out. It's a scary shit. Sorry, scary because it goes 60 points against you. But on the H1 was your invalidation. It closed below this. So until we close below this, technically on H1, so okay, I have this analysis somewhere here for H1. So technically on H1, this, even if you were buying at 8 o'clock, this is your trade going up. Of course, you'll be careful when you get to this bag. But while we're there, why did I have this? I realized that on the left, this is an expansion, and when we closed this, actually maybe is even different now, because so when we close this is type 2. When we close this on the 1 hour, this is the target, so it already hit. So I was putting that to say, okay, type 2 closed, you bought into this, it have taken out. This week must not take you out, of course. Why? Because you need a close above this. Of course, in this instance, this is still failing. A close above this will have not been so. that will have been this trade. So for now on the 1 hour, we're looking at that. This expansion on some feed, this, and I'll show you why I have this. So this is our buy. If it's still going, we come back here to this FXify feed. So why was I looking at that? Expansion OB, right? So if this is the OB, this confirmed it. This was the last candle we already did this yesterday. So I was thinking, because I was also on the other feed, right? There was this, the gap was there. So I was concerned that, okay, is there, if that, are we going down, up, etc? So on this space, no gap. So if we take this candle and we'll come back to this feed with a gap. So this is the OB, right? This, of course, in this instance, this is where the expansion ends. Sorry, the expansion ended and started there. So on this feed, there's also this, and then, of course, doesn't close, and then, oh my, this is, I'm in pain saying this, but it is what it is. And this will have been it. Of course, it will have barely missed the stop, but this was 176. It should not be in this trade. So if you come back here, this point, of course, it changes. So this would be 148. Barely missed this pants and doesn't get here, but 148. This should not be losing. But even if let's say it's just based on 1 hour, what will I be looking at if I was in this short? We already did this, we already CS'd this, but just because of my, I'll be looking at this. We cannot put a close above that. If we close above this, then any short idea that I was having done, just close it up. Well, we will see. So yeah, this is the point of, so we are still looking at this. Don't close, so we're saying, yeah. So this is one. This is H1. Right. So come back here. And now we do 5 minutes. So on 5 minutes, we are not concerned about what has happened too far. We reset it. We are on the 5 minutes. This was, so I'll just turn this off for a minute. On the 5 minutes, so this was what I meant. So if this is the 1 hour expansion, this was the candle. I just chose this that close below it. You tap into it. If you are trading pre-London, like in London session, where's the target? It's a 5 minute target now. So this high, that high, of course, come on. You're not in this trade, you're done. Like, you're not seeking perfection. And if not, this was it. If you felt this was it, there. Actually, so we are reading the 5 minute now. So using the 1 hour. And the 5 minutes, this was it. This, you woke up, maybe you're trading Asia, OB, using the top one, confirms it because you've already confirmed 2 buyer, and then you're buying and you're saying expansion. That was bearish expansion, already confirmed this. This is the OB. Don't close below this guy. Don't. So maybe you put your stuff there. Targets done. Trade one. We're looking for big movement, like big movement down. So this is 1 hour. We like this big displacement. There's no rule to it. We're just, because I will not take too much time. Expansion, right? This on that one, that was nice. And this will have one. Yeah, so that one, that was nice. I just saw that. So we are looking for big displacement. Maybe one can even say, okay, well, this is Asia, so 20 points is a lot. OB, right? So we need this. One candle did everything, came back here, sell. Don't close above this. Okay, maybe you'll have been almost taken out here. You might be very happy with that. But that was that. Expansion, OB, close above this, this will have been a loss. So that will have been a loss. I'll have been afraid here too because I'll take this against it because type 1, bam, going down. So closing this one is not nice. This is not nice. So if I didn't get out here, I would sell to cover my losses. Here. I will risk it. Why? Because this type 1, this is going to the sell as a lesser stop. So the sell would be like this, 10 points. And if it wins, this is 25 points. So to cover this, so it make nothing on this. Or if I calculate that this is going to be nothing, close this and just accepting that now because there's no point. If this wins, this loses. It's a BE day. Unless I believe because this guy is also an OB. So once it closes here, it's already closed. Closes here as an OB. Then I'm thinking, okay, maybe you are thinking you're down because you're bearish, because Kish mentioned bearishness. Also, you are playing into this old H1 bearish OB. So maybe you are saying buy to sell. So maybe you want to sell. But the next one was this big bearish one, OB. And then I'll show you how I played it. And I should have played it this one where I said missing this trade hot. But I shouldn't worry about it because it's done. So before I marked out this 1, 2, 3 before the start of the day, and I was like, okay, this also white and move is also an expansion. We need a potential B formation to long. Potential B formation here. So where did it form? This potential will be here. One. So this one. Yeah. On the 5 minute. Additionally, I saw this expansion down. Okay, it also needs a potential OB. What is this? So this one can do for 2 of them, and then the third one needs a potential OB. Yeah, the smaller one. This was what I was saying. So price comes back here, taps it. What don't you want to see to invalidate this? Of course, we don't want to close below this, but comes back, taps it. For this small one, done. For this bigger one, price comes back. By the time you are tapping this, you are buying 3. Or maybe you already bought here. So buy. Same stop. Maybe here. This end of expansion there. So 40, 40, 80 points. This same candle. Buy. So maybe I layered it 50%, this 60% retracement. So yes, I see. That's why it adds. Same idea, close. But this one as well as a lower expansion. So everything comes off here, but let's just say 146, 27 points, 100 points. And that's the end for the day. So what do we have here? M5 done. We can look at other things, now that we have this massive expansion. If we go down above, if we go up in this expansion above, there are also, in this instance, when price went down, I was also suspicious. Why? On the 5 minutes, there was this bag, right? So there was this bag. We CS did it. I was like, oh, okay. We were failing to close there. I saw the reason why. We came to on that bag on top. On the 1 minute, I was tracking. I was like, okay. Then we dumped. It made sense. So, like I said yesterday, we are not supposed to forget the things we also know already. So let's say you even try that because you felt there was one that was going up. Now, expansion, if you believed in it, then you should be taking this out. So that's that. 1 minute. And that was the 1 minute I played today because I was really a little bit confused, if I'm to be honest. Oh my god, what here? This is just pain. Pain! Well, it is what it is. So we turn this one off just to see where we start trading from. So, like I said, on the 1 minute, this was it there? It doesn't matter. Let's just do what we trade normally. So that was 8 o'clock. I don't really like starting before market open, which is somewhere here, but we've done on the 1 minute. I don't like to trade before market open, before equity is open. We've already done 5 minutes and we are happy with that. So we're looking for massive expansions. Those I really played. It was what I was saying. One, I saw this, I paid attention to this too. So expansion 1 minute, expansion 1 minute. Okay, so this is this, and then I saw this last one, this, and there was also something else that was there. We have to go back to H1 real quick. Was that on the H1 there was this bag, right? So if there was that bag on the H1, coming back to it, on my feed they were on this bag, or maybe was it on the 5 minutes too? It was H1. So on the H1 in my feed it was lower, so price was playing on this bag. Let's see if maybe a different feed. Oh, imagine this is even so far away. Or maybe I was targeting this, or the bag on top. So on my feed it was this because expansion ended here, side and the expansion that went in, so there must have been this one. So on this, if you come use this feed, this was happening. So coming back to our 1 minute, okay, so this would be okay. That will be this bag, and then we'll put this here. Then we'll drop back to the 1 minute. So on the 1 minute, of course, it didn't go deeper. It was like the other one previously that I showed. But let's assume it even went there. So we've already taken this, but we're failing to close below. So I was paying attention to it. Bag H1. So we were there, and I was like, all right, we have bearish expansion. I want to buy because of H1 idea saying buy. So it's like kind of like my bias is buy. This expansion up, it needs, or maybe nothing because it bounced, so price could come back and tap. So I was conscious of that. I had this out, something like that. So because this, you have to also, is 1 minute, I track everything. This is this expansion, it came back, price will come back and dump. So add that, but we're moving and we see this one back, came back here, price came to it, yeah, dumped for 30. That's just brilliant. So if you are tracking, so let's just put this there, and that will be, let's just assume it's there. This is the end. 30 points. Okay, for your short. This guy will be too big, so it will have to go back. It will have to come back. It will have to, that's close above. It will have to close above this here, come deep, and then I have to. So I was like, okay, I was just watching this, but now this was my main concern. We closed below this. so we need, because I paid attention to this, so we need a 2-bar, right? We need, and this 2-bar, and then we need also around that area OB. So this, there are those days and then there are the other days, right? So we just have to be happy with what the market gives and celebrate. So this and that, this, and then down there we needed, this was the OB, and this 2-bar, right? So I started here. Once this happened, once I saw this happen, I bought here because I was like, okay, this almost happened. I bought here. That was risky. I bought again while it was coming back down. It went up. I think bought here, dumped because it was more than, I think that was more than 20. It was about 30 points. But then it came back here. I just added lower risk and I just went up. This was our trade. So this was our OB. Came back to it. 2-bar confirmed it. Actually, that's wrong. That's why I bought it here. 2-bar confirmed. So you see, 2-bar bought it here, because I was wondering why. I wanted to hold more for a year for 89 points. So let's just shift this a little bit. But let's play it one after the other. So 89 I bought, and the one I bought here, I dumped it. I stopped here. When I saw this, I stopped it here and this fell, but I left the chart and I was like, I'm done for the day. So how I played it, stopped it here. It was about 70 here, I remembered. And one position came off here, the other one came off at 20, one came off at 30, and the other one came up. The last two came off at here. But these last two were smaller sizes. I bought them here. I bought them on this candle here. But 70. So 730, 70, 100 points. Where's the next OB? OB. Buy. What don't you want to see? This needs, so this expansion, this is the OB. This OB is part of another expansion. We can create this. So what don't I want to see? One, I don't want a close below this because this already closed below. So I don't want a close or a wick below. I don't want the CSD of this candle. Where's the next target? Yeah. I have to turn this on for my for the back test, for the journal, so as to see how many points. So this and this. So we are done. What else? Expansion. OB. Give this. You are selling this down, but you are what? You're bullish. So while you're selling this, what is happening? Another expansion up. So I am more what? Bullish. Why? This is also happening inside what? This is a bag. I've already said we would not forget the things we know just because of new things too. This is a bag. Yes, this is exciting. What happened here again? Another bag. We are creating more. We are not, so this is a bullish, this is a bearish expansion, but we're not creating more bearish expansion. We're expanding above bullish expansion. This is one. CSD's return here. Was it worth it? Yes. So even if before this happened, you are tracking this because it's an OB, but it's part of this, so it gives a 2-bar here. This is why, like I said, 1 minute is hard work, but worth it. 2-bar there. This is the candle. you sold, let's say you sold here, you're thinking price will go down. Come on, you should not be in this trade again. This should, because this is ending here. This is already 20 points. So this trade itself gave 20, but let's say it is what it is. And then you bought this, you sold this when it came here. So you sold another one here. And you are targeting, yeah. It gave you 20, almost 30 points. You should have partial, but let's say you wanted more. Loss. This is what it is. Bearish expansion. Does it have an OB? No. So this doesn't matter. Of course, it's nice to know, but because this is type 2, either type 2 variant A or B, it doesn't matter. But sometimes this also can have an OB. But this is what matters. Closes B and it comes back into this bag. We have to buy this because 1 hour is still saying buy. Wow. So buy this. Now we close there. That is something point. And bullish expansion, CSD buy. See, we keep having more. That's another way I was thinking about it. We will keep having more setups in the direction, at least on the 1 minute we are going. So this, was this what your point? Let's see, 20 points. 20 for 60 here. This comes back here. 30. Bullish, nothing. Bearish, buy. Was it worth it? Who knows? So starting from here, 70, 100, 140, let's say 150, 170. You would have sold this at this close, so you are about down by 50 bucks. But I'll be surprised if I'm in this trade. And if you didn't partial, so you are down by 50 because this will have closed here 42. So let's just say you are down by 50, so 110, 130, 160 back. So what you lost here already made back there, so 170 there about. And now you're tracking. So that's M1 gold. Oh my god, pain. But it is what it is. I have to learn to trust the setup. 16 point. Okay. What was I doing? This was a bag under 5 minutes in this instance. Expansion. This is gold. Expands. Bullish expansion. I would show you. I'm starting from 5 minutes, but we'll go to the 1 hour. This guy, OB, right, other block, right, close below, close this. So we have Tuba, we had Tuba, we had OB, we came back into this here. You cannot, come on, you can. This is gold spread, and also it's impossible to until it closes above. So oh my god, joy, my eyes have seen the glory of the Lord. So bearish expansion. OB, CST, we already confirmed the 2-bar here. This is a bag on the 5 minutes. You buy this, and I did. Yeah, I bought this. And why did I say it was pain? I closed it here out of fear. I don't know why, but it is what it is. At least I should have waited for this. Why was I targeting this? Because type 2, first time we're confirming this, so if you thought you were going higher, minimum should be at least there, but we'll keep it at this. Isn't that beautiful? It's just beautiful. Of course, it's just something else I've also realized, and I would share, which is that they are just, when the market is moving, especially when we have these beautiful expansions, just let it go, just follow it. Where was I more bullish and I didn't? I saw this, I actually saw this sell and I wasn't surprised. Why? Let's go back to the 1 minute, sorry, to the 1 hour. Our hold. So on Sunday when I made the first video, this was it. I was saying when we close this big candle on gold, yeah, then we are very bullish. We came back here because this big candle, is it on forex.com? I was doing this analysis. Very, oh my God, I love this. You see this analysis? I said we could close above this, then come back into 50% of it and push up 50% of this, or we could close here, tap back into it and target the high of this expansion. Oh, I'm so happy that I have this old stuff and I'm recording this. Played out, taps back, even when it went, if you felt like, okay, you were in there because you missed this, and you just, so instead of this, so this would now be, if you are just buying mechanically, like it will have been this $13, and of course, what don't you want to see? This is a type 1, so maybe you would be afraid here, but you cannot just because of this just change everything. Price could go down, we're allowed to. Negative, but yeah, that happens. That was it. I even put it down, I'm just saying. So that happened eventually. Comes back into it, you're buying this, you have to. Also a bag, taps into it, H1 bag with 5 minute entry, enter, you're going up. So when I'd seen that this reached this, it failed to reach this second high. It was so close. I was like, okay, maybe price can come back here. So when we come back here and we go back to the 5 minutes, this was why I extended up as my final TP. So no magics. And on the H1, of course, this was something I really messed up a little bit on this analysis here. This should have been a trade here. That was from Tuesday. Buy this up, but and target this because I was about, I wanted this, tap this and return deep, and it didn't give it to. So it is, but my target for gold is higher just because of something else that I was looking at. I'm looking at, and what else was there? This will not be in this bullish one. Confirms it here. Allow it. This is just wonderful, right? This bullish expansion, type 2. Bam, you have to. This is 1 hour. We might not have, you can sell one here, add one at the open of this, exit here. So this is the more fancy stuff. So this is the things for the social media, right? No, I'm just joking. You must not, because this is type 2, we cannot close above this. So actually that is not my invalidation, maybe here, especially when we close above this. So if we had done that here, I'll have closed the trade here, but we did not, and we hit TP just here. and this. So next time we come deeper, I also set an alert here. I might have deleted this old analysis, but this is nice. This is just moving up. I might have deleted this analysis, but no, that is there. So wait a minute. Okay. This is lovely. This is very lovely. I still feel we should get to like 90 something, but we'll see. So that is this. And if we used 5 minutes, we've already seen that. And that was 1 hour. And the final one, GJ. Our GJ trade from yesterday. If you watch the analysis, okay. We said we didn't want to see this. It dumped. Our full target was the high of this wait, of this expansion here. It dumped here, so this was when we got in closed. Just another expansion. This was what a type. This is what a type 2. So expansion started here. It was a type 2 expansion. Type 2. Triangle keyboard. We can save this as template because I'm too lazy to type. Save. And type 2 confirms it here because we did a CSD. We confirmed direction here. This is aggressive buy because sometimes even after this confirmation, I want the CSD because the CSD is not sometimes I want that CSD. And what did we do? We bought it. Why did I extend it up? Because this expansion, for me, I wanted us to take this low. For someone else, this is enough. And they had closed above this and they were just returning. But I was like, okay, we're targeting the high of this expansion. Done. Everything else doesn't concern me. So trading based on the hour, this is what we've on using 1 hour strictly one strategy with this is H1, this always over 100 pips, and this is almost around 100 here, 80 something, so almost 300 pips. 300 pips in forex is a lot. It's a lot. It's a big lot. Of course, there are other things you're looking at. I'm looking at this expansion. We closed above it here, but we didn't. We CS'd this, so this trade is going against me. But if you were in it, well, no. So because that could be the first trade you saw. Yeah, and last one. Oh my God, this review. Normally, I trade my GU differently, not mechanically. Yeah, KX knows about that. And I was supposed to short it, but I was saying that it's good. Instead of short, I bought this because I saw this. I was like, okay, expansion. It was closing below this. This is an OB. They go into this. They call me. I was here when I came to the chart, and then I bought this and exited here on this, and I left it. Additionally, expansion OB. Two-bar order block with two-bar order block buy 50. We buy this. Of course, we are afraid. Well, maybe not afraid. We are concerned because bullish expansion OB coming down. You're selling, but this is also important. So we're taking this. Maybe I will have been, if you're in a sell expansion, okay, the sell is not yet active because it got here. So expansion, this you want to sell at the OB. So maybe in honesty, I will not target. Oh, actually, this was the end. Oh, could you see that this expansion that we're buying? Bearish expansion. This is the end of it. TP, and we are selling. So, and there was this one down here that we bought here, and I closed based off of this. So identified for, oh my god, this should have been a very short video. Now, you know, price is doing whatever it's doing. So this I show this just because I like to look at multiple charts. This gives me confidence in an idea. And that's it. Thank you. I'm sorry it took 41 minutes or 42 minutes. And yeah.